Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
An effort to remove every elected leader in the city of Walsenburg is underway tonight.
The city clerk confirms to 13 Investigates 7 different recall petitions for the mayor and every council member were filed today. Now organizers are gathering signatures to oust the government. Investigative reporter Dan Beatty joins us live outside Walsenburg City Hall in Huerfano County. That's about an hour and a half south of Colorado Springs. So Dan, what are the reactions from some of those?
A council meeting is scheduled to take place. Heather, yeah, a council meeting is scheduled to take place here tonight. And when all 7 elected officials arrive at the dais, each council member will have an individual recall petition sitting at their seats, even though they are at risk of potentially being ousted from their individual seats. 2 elected officials tell 13 Investigates they actually support these recall efforts. According to the Walsenburg City Clerk's office, 7 different recall petitions for all 6 sitting council members and the mayor were approved Tuesday. Petitioners now have 60 days to gather the required signatures to trigger recall elections.
We've had plenty of citizens and community members speak that they wish they wouldn't have voted for the council member.
Tyler Cunningham and Ann Caffey are both organizers with Positive Future for Walsenburg, the recall group that handed in petition drafts for the 7 elected officials.
People of Walsenburg need to choose who they want to recall. It is not our opinions. We want to do this as broadly as possible.
Each petition provides different reasoning for a potential recall, but organizers tell 13 Investigates it all boils down to water.
And we're having issues with water within Walsenburg and people being on restriction. And it tends to be about billing. Billing from the city has been consistently inconsistent.
In a statement to 13 Investigates, Mayor Charles Bryant says he cannot speak to the validity of the recall group's claims, but supports their efforts, saying, quote, "I am proud of our citizens for utilizing their constitutional rights rather than remaining in their slumber."
I just want to take a second, let you see that statement.
Rights rather than remaining in their slumber. I take this pro-recall stance in response to what I view as a long-standing culture of corruption within the city of Walsenburg. Councilman Veronica Mays tells 13 Investigates she believes recall elections are, quote, irresponsible and reckless. With 4 seats open for a vote this time next year, she doesn't think recall elections are the smartest thing to be paying for right now. Reporting live in Walsenburg, Dan Beatty, 13 Investigates.
Good morning, afternoon, wherever you may be.
Hey.
So, I see that we've got the entire Walsenburg City Council up for recall. Kind of eerie, isn't it? Considering what's
and the
going
mayor.
on. And the mayor.
And the mayor.
Well, that's why I said the entire city council of Walsenburg.
Yeah, like
When's the last time you've heard of anything like this happening, good citizen?
I don't know. This is an ousting. It sounds like,
Rumors
you know,
are, rumors are, Trinidad is going to be doing the same thing apparently.
maybe so. Aguilar, I thought maybe was going to do it, but I guess I don't know.
Well, at least Walsenburg's, at least Walsenburg's. Sorry, daughter snuck in on me. At least Walsenburg citizens have stepped up and taken steps to change their situation.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Good to see you, Top TOs, CJ Audits. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, great dude.
Totally forgot to do shout outs. I'm on a completely different screen.
Yeah, we got some good people in here.
Top TOs, Gray Dude, CJ Audits. Great to see you.
So they're gonna oust. They're gonna oust the government. It sounds like they want to get rid of them all.
Yep. Sounds like it. And I'm quite surprised that they went after the entire city council, because I mean that obviously speaks volumes that the town of Walsenburg doesn't feel that they're being represented by their city council at all, including the mayor. Does Walsenburg run off of a weak mayor system? I'm not sure, and he's still muted. Wonder if we lost him. I'm not sure if Walsenburg runs off of a weak mayor system. Pretty sure I can look that
Yeah,
up.
it's a weak mayor system in Walsburg. Yep.
There you go. It is a weak mayor system in Walsenburg.
Yes. And they don't get paid if not very little there as well.
Yeah. I haven't done very much research on Walsenburg. I'm new to Colorado. Aguilar was pretty much like the first place that I went to. I didn't figure such a small town would have so many issues, but I mean, at least I view them as issues.
What's up, Michigander? Yeah, I mean,
Michigander.
They have bad water there as well, and the billing for a long time there has been messed up with the water. They got a long standing of problems there as well. I've never really dealt with Walsenburg City other than I watched a couple of their meetings. I've been to a couple of their city meetings, but I never really messed with them much. Most of the issues I had was with Warfano County. They are the seat of Warfano County, so I've been in Walsenburg filming a lot, obviously. But I'm glad that the city's standing up, right?
Right. And it's a good thing to see. I mean, just the statement alone that I paused on, even the government there is like surprised that the citizens and they're actually encouraging the citizens to stand up for their constitutional rights and not be in a slumber.
Yeah. They're I don't know. That's pretty cool. He's a younger guy, I don't know, maybe our age, somewhere in there. Who's the mayor right now?
Mm-hmm.
I've sent him messages, but he hasn't responded to me. So he talked to me before he was mayor. Once he become mayor, he just stopped talking to me, I guess.
Well, I mean, isn't that the way it usually goes? I mean, why associate with somebody that's not associated?
So I've sent him messages, even as recently asking about water, because the mayor in Walsenburg works for the county doing water. So he's, I thought maybe he'd know about a water supervisor. I asked him some questions there, trying to get, yeah. Nah, no response.
Well, it must be a common thing then. I mean, it seems that way. I mean, we don't get really any response from the city clerk out here in Aguilar either. I mean, I put in numerous FOIA requests and a lot of them have gone unanswered, period. Still not happy about that. Eric Johnson, good to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens everywhere in southern Colorado. Um, it's different up north,
What's up,
but
hippie?
it'd be. Yeah, so it's different up north than it is down here. And
Take
so
it
I'm
for
I'm
hippie.
glad to see it.
Me too. I mean, it just shows that, maybe there's a chance out there. Maybe. We don't have
They
people
got to
just
get a lot of signatures though. I didn't hear exactly how many, but the the town has over 3,000 people. So, I mean, 25% of the votes.
right.
And it said each one of the petitions was written for different reasons. They didn't like just say, "Oh, a standard reason applies to them all." They wrote them all personally for this reason, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows how easy it'll be to get that many signatures? I mean, that's a task. So I applaud them for that in itself.
Yeah. Well, I applaud it in myself too. I mean, Walsenburg is pretty big. I mean, hell, imagine doing a recall out here in Phoenix.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a task and a half. I mean, it's you really need to get a group together to start getting that thing going for Phoenix. I
Right.
think that's where the major cities have the issues, and that's why there's the most corruption in the major cities. Whereas I'm surprised at the amount of corruption that I've seen in these smaller towns and the fact that they get away with it. I mean, it just kills me.
Yeah. Yep. It happens. I mean,
So do we
I
know
don't
why?
know.
Do we know why Walsenburg is on water restriction? Like, what's up with Walsenburg? Because I'm new to the area, so new area,
Kind of
new
the same
information.
thing. Kind of the same thing as Aguilar, um, water storage and treatment. Um, Kind of the same thing. But yeah, they've been on restriction for a while as well. A lot of people couldn't water their gardens or anything this year.
You can't water. I knew that in
Yeah,
Aguilar. I just didn't know in
and
Walsenburg.
same with Walsenburg. Like I don't drink that water. No,
Yeah,
I don't drink.
I played that clip earlier while you were on the phone to your guests, and they said nope, nope, they're not thirsty, not today.
Hey, you people. Are you thirsty?
Mm, yeah, it makes you want a tall glass of water.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Their water ain't much better though. Like I say, I wouldn't drink it. Um, that's just the way it is, I guess. These small towns, they got to catch up. So I don't know. I heard a rumor that somebody accidentally drained off a bunch of water in Walsenburg from the reserve a few months back. I don't know, 6 months or so. So maybe that participated in their water restrictions. So Hippie says he's got a question.
Uh huh.
What do we do when denied records or making a complaint? Well,
Well,
the
go,
the next step is Attorney General after that, usually. That's where I go.
yeah, you would go basically make a complaint that your records were not even acknowledged or anything to the attorney general.
Right. And I wait a little bit, you know. I just yeah. If you can get a hold of the Attorney General. But sometimes I wait a little bit, you know, just to be sure. You know.
All right.
He said 3 days ago. So because holidays, weekends, things like that affect some of the days. So what's up, Snark? How you doing today? John Smith, good to see you. How's everybody doing today? So I think you should play some of that clip back, you people, because we got some
a bunch
people
of
in
new
here now
people.
that should see it.
Yeah.
An effort to remove every elected leader in the city of Walsenburg is underway tonight.
The city clerk confirms to 13 investigates 7 different recall petitions for the mayor and every council member were filed today. Now organizers are gathering signatures to oust the government. Investigative reporter Dan Beatty joins us live outside Walsenburg City Hall in Huerfano County. That's about an hour and a half south of Colorado Springs. So Dan, what are the reactions from some of those?
The council meeting is scheduled to take place. Heather, yeah, a council meeting is scheduled to take place here tonight. And when all 7 elected officials arrive at the dais, each council member will have an individual recall petition sitting at their seats, even though they are at risk of potentially being ousted from their individual seats. 2 elected officials tell 13 Investigates they actually support these recall efforts. According to the Walsenburg City Clerk's office, 7 different recall petitions for all 6 sitting council members and the mayor were approved Tuesday. Petitioners now have 60 days to gather the required signatures to trigger recall elections.
We've had plenty of citizens and community members speak that they wish they wouldn't have voted for the council member.
Tyler Cunningham and Ann Caffey are both organizers with Positive Future for Walsenburg, the recall group that handed in petition drafts for the 7 elected officials.
People of Walsenburg need to choose who they want to recall. It is not our opinions. We want to do this as broadly as possible.
Each petition provides different reasoning for a potential recall, but organizers tell 13 Investigates it all boils down to water.
And we're having issues with water within Walsenburg and people being on restriction. And it tends to be about billing. Billing from the city has been consistently inconsistent.
In a statement to 13 Investigates, Mayor Charles Bryant says he cannot speak to the validity of the recall group's claims, but supports their efforts, saying, quote, "I am proud of our citizens for utilizing their constitutional rights rather than remaining in their slumber. I take this pro-recall stance in response to what I view as a long-standing culture of corruption within the city of Walsenburg." Councilman Veronica Mays tells 13 Investigates she believes recall elections are, quote, irresponsible and reckless. With 4 seats open for a vote this time next year, she doesn't think recall elections are the smartest thing to be paying for right now. Reporting live in Walsenburg, Dan Beatty, 13 Investigates.
And who's paying for them? That's what he says at the end of that statement.
Right.
Right. And then so I wonder what he means by that. And then I mean really they're going to recall all of them. He says it boils down to the water because yeah, their whole billing system has been messed up for a long time now. And so like they'll charge you like $600 for the month, you know. Be like, "What?" their shit's fucked up. But I hear that they got billing issues here too, you know. So what can you do?
Well, they got billing issues there. They've got issues with just putting in a water tap for 6 months.
Jeez, beeps. Can you imagine? And then when you find out this is the water you get tapped to,
Right?
oh, there's Gail.
Hey, Gail. Guess you're reckless. Hey, You only live once, right? You only live once. So here's Walsenburg. They're set up at they're set up for stage 1 water restrictions as it stands right now. Pretty much same as Aguilar is, except they can haul water. You can haul water from Walsenburg, but you can't do it from Aguilar.
Yeah, there's nowhere else really to get the water besides Walsenburg.
Oh,
You'd have to go all the way to Trinidad or all the way up to like Colorado City or Rye or something. Yeah.
I was in the wrong screen.
Oh, you're trying to wipe me.
So
There it is. That's the correct one. Now, how about we put that up on the screen? This is the correct one that I was supposed to be on. Stage 1 water conservation. Basically, odd number of addresses can use their sprinkler systems 2 days a week.
Yeah.
Along with the evens. You got your prohibited acts here, which is the irrigation of outside plants on days and times that are not specified above. Yada yada yada. The whole restrictions. You got no water.
Yeah. Basically.
And they even have restrictions on the city stuff as far as the recreational fields, the city parks, the cemeteries, hell, even the golf course, limited to 8 acre feet per month.
Yeah, and you see it says water is for domestic and cisterns, livestock only.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can't use it for gardening out in the country. They don't like it. Just livestock.
Just livestock?
So
how can they constitute lawfully protecting your liberty?
You can say you can do your livestock, but not your plants.
Right.
It's just the way it is.
It's killing me over here.
Because they sold the water rights.
Well,
Great dude says his well water ain't good.
Because of fracking.
Probably. There's a lot of well water out there in Colorado that's busted up because of fracking and whatnot and so forth, and just the natural geology of it.
Hippie says he's only 40 foot down.
Yeah, but he's also right on the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's got plenty of water.
Okay.
That motherfucker lives on an island. What are you talking about? That guy is surrounded by water.
On the out here.
So what you been up to there, you people?
Oh shit! Besides taking a huge rip for Hippie there, pretty much nothing, man. I mean, other than getting the house ready, trying to get it sold, dealing with all the downfalls of bullshit right now because the economy and shit, like the fucking real estate just took a fucking nosedive really quick. So I don't know. We're having a couple of issues, but we're getting it by. Working on a few things. I'm still working on that Native American story I was working on before, but that one's taking a little bit of time as well. Other than that, man, living the dream. How about you?
I heard Vernville's got a place for sale.
I hear that too, but I don't know if I want to be. I don't know if I really want to be moving into Aguilar. I mean, it's a beautiful town. Don't get me wrong.
Aguilar loves you, man.
Yeah, but they're overpriced. That property is way overpriced. Aguilar, your property is way overpriced.
Yes.
I mean, considering your water issues, your property is way overpriced. Considering as how you just put in a gas station, your property values are way overpriced. I mean, I'd pay well, I'd pay 300 grand for that ranch that's for sale out there in Aguilar. That's a given. I'd pay 300 grand for a ranch that's got like, I think it was like 54 acres or something like that, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I'd pay that. I'd pay 300 grand for 54 acres, and then I'd turn it into like, I don't know, maybe like a camping spot or something, you know, like
You might have better water
camping
there
spot,
too.
KOA, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But trying to attract new people into the town, I would be doing something with that property to attract people into the town to help flourish the town, not to watch it wither away and die.
Right.
Like that,
Oh, that'd be cool.
right? Like there's big ideas out there, man. It's just the people that have to have the money fucking need to come in and shit. So, but that's the part of the town's job, the town council's job, is attracting people like that to the town, trying to get them interested in the town and maybe reinvesting in the town. You know, buying
Town administrator attracts people to the town, I heard.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's people like us, and they don't like people like us. I've heard. At least a
Man.
good few of them don't like us, from what I've heard.
There's
They
this.
stopped talking to me, man. I don't know why.
There's
Somebody
this,
put the gag order on them.
I guess.
there's a strong anti-commune policy out here because they had a bunch of communes out here and they left a bunch of garbage, really. And they were kind of assholes to the old farmers. So they created this appendage to every HOA that you had to have a full quarter section for a school property.
Okay.
In case the idea is in case there's a bunch of kids out there and they need to put a school right there. But that's how they shut down communes, because you had to have that initial capital to get it up off the ground in the first place.
Well, I mean, I can start a commune on that ranch. That's not hard. 54 acres, I could do that. I could put up a small school. We're good.
If you advertised in the local, they would probably send out the goons and.
Oh, I like goons. I love goons. Please send the goons.
Got him.
I don't know nowadays because it's a democratic, it's a blue state now. So,
hey, I mean, I've always wanted to start a nice little 1A commune. We can get that going there. 54 acres. We can start building tiny houses up there. Tiny houses are really fucking cheap out there from what I'm hearing, and they're really big. I hear that there was a member of some sort of city council that was having their hands dipped in both. So, I mean, I hear. But I'm just saying, like, we can buy a bunch of tiny houses, and then we could bring in the whole 1A community. And we can make Aguilar like the 1A headquarters of the United States. How does that sound?
Yeah, they love the 1A here.
what
That's their favorite.
1A?
Good morning, Betty. How are you?
Yeah, First Amendment. First Amendment. And that also brings in the 2A community. So, we'll have the 1A community there, plus we'll have the 2A community there to protect the 1A community.
Right. Got to. Maybe we can get a hold of Adam so he can manage this.
Manage this?
Let's manage this.
Let's manage this.
Manage this. Let's manage this.
That's how you roll. That's how you get down.
Yeah, that's how I get down.
I go after tyrants. You're a piece of shit tyrant. You wear a fucking badge. Hey, you wear a badge and you're afraid of the First Amendment.
I'm not going to wear a badge when I see you. It's
Oh.
me, you, and toe-to-toe. No badge involved.
Oh, okay.
Shut your fucking cameras down. Let's meet somewhere and let's manage this.
I love your guys' transparency and allowing people to talk and speak their mind. I love that about you guys. At first, I was kind of hesitant. I'm like, no, these guys are knuckleheads, but yeah, I like it now.
Let's meet somewhere and we'll manage this.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man. You know.
Manage it. We'll manage it.
We'll manage it.
that ant that stood up to me.
Yeah, but we can forget about him.
Yeah, it was just one ant. One ant. Yeah, you're right. It's just one ant. Yeah, boss. They're puny. Puny? Say, let's pretend this grain is a puny little ant. Did that hurt? Nope. Well, how about this one?
Are you kidding?
Well, how about this?
You let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up.
Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life.
It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back.
Does anybody else want to stay?
It's on mute already.
Okay, so I'm in here.
Oh, there's gonna be an echo if you guys are in the same room.
Wait a minute.
We're gonna keep you muted.
Yeah, one ant. One ant.
That's better.
You just let one ant stand
That
up
is
to you,
better.
and they'll all get you.
Good morning.
What's going on, Kenny?
Oh, a lot apparently.
Yeah, that little clip looked like Walsenburg, huh? Standing up.
No, that looked like the government of Aguilar saying, hey, what the fuck? You let one stand up, they're all going to stand up.
Oh, don't let none stand up.
Yeah, don't let none stand up.
That's right. Don't stand up, ants.
Even though there's more of you, but don't stand up.
Yeah, don't stand up.
I love that little
That's the
clip,
message.
though.
Yeah.
I love that clip.
I don't understand how it all goes on and there's an IRS. Like, I don't get it. Because there is paperwork on all this.
There's not paperwork on that, though.
Man.
That was hidden for like the longest time.
Yeah, that one was. There's no paperwork on that one.
There's no paperwork on that one. I found it though. I found it. But I also didn't find any. I also didn't find any paperwork on Adam's dentistry.
He loves his costume. He's coming in your nightmares, Buzz. He's gonna be in your nightmares. He loves his costume.
I haven't even seen that guy.
No?
No, ever since he made the appointment, I haven't even seen him. That was, what, a month ago?
No, only a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Time
flies when you're having fun.
I guess. I mean, have you even seen him in town?
See what Betty says?
No, hold on one second. I'm on like 10 different freaking things here, man. Like, I'm running a show here. I'm my own editor, my own producer. Yep, that's exactly my opinion right there. That's the way I feel it. That's the way I
What's up,
view it.
Jeff?
There is just about 500 people in that town, and it seems like, really, in my opinion, from what I've seen and from what I've experienced, there's probably about only a good like 10 people there that actually give a shit what happens with that town.
Oh. Not Gail says she's trying.
I know you're trying. And there's, like I said, there's at least 10 people trying, and that's not including me and Good Citizen, because we're not citizens technically.
Yeah, we're not. No
So,
citizen.
like, seriously, I've heard from like maybe 10 people total throughout this whole entire time that we've started this whole thing, everything that we've shown, everything that we've uncovered. I mean, yeah, we talk a lot of bullshit, but we do the bullshit because it's a show. You got to keep it entertaining. I mean, I'm not some jerk off in a suit and tie that's got somebody else writing my material and doing my research.
I don't know.
I mean, I do it all.
It's a
Do my own
structural
research.
problem.
Sounds like Betty's gonna recall them all.
Right? And I agree with that. I agree with that statement as well. Jeff Go, good to see you. Yeah, I agree with that statement as well. Mayor Pro Term is probably the only guy that I have not gotten any fucking dirt on.
Oh, really?
He's pretty.
I mean,
pretty decent guy, seems, huh?
Seems like a pretty decent guy, but I mean, out of all the fucking high school bickering that I've heard since I've stepped into this town and listened and paid attention, really, his name has never been mentioned. Never.
Huh.
Not in any of my fucking emails about what's going on with that town, what's going on with the water, this, that, or the other. If anything, he is praised more than anybody else on that fucking council.
Yeah.
For his intelligence and his knowledge and the way that he handles situations.
He shook my hand. Seemed like a nice guy.
So
seems like a good representative.
I mean, we've been looking into everybody. Everybody. I've been trying to get dirt on everybody. I'm pretty sure the guy's got dirt on him. But as far as like any current beefs that where like the town has got it out for him or certain people have got it out for him, not happening. Like, he doesn't ruffle feathers, in my opinion, obviously, because his name hasn't popped up in a negative way once. Compared to, as soon as I walk into that town and as soon as I walk into fucking town hall, I hear Vern's name. Vern sent you here. Charlie sent you here.
Paid for by Vern.
Paid for by Vern. You know
That's
what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying. And then as all of this
that damn
stuff
Vernon, he needs to just go back to where the fuck ever he came from.
Well, right? And it's like,
I mean, what the fuck?
Out of everybody that has been involved in this, not one negative word about that man to me. That's got to say something.
He needs to go back. He needs to go back where he come from.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, man.
He's doing good things with the veterans and the Legion. Everybody has to be somewhere, and his house is here. They've been here for 5 years.
Yeah, but Stephanie says he needs to go back to where he came from. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because she doesn't like all the drama and everything that he's created and stuff like that. So he needs to go back where he came from. and he paid us to come there. So did Charlie.
So paid for by Vern and Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. For sure.
Because we can't convince him we can't convince him otherwise. We've told him the truth, but it still doesn't matter.
I know my friend Vern. I know my friend. And he tries to contribute good to the community.
Oh yeah, Vern's doing a turkey dinner for Aguilar. Turkey dinner.
If you want to have a turkey dinner and whatnot and so forth, get a hold of Vern. He's having it on Thanksgiving, I believe, right? Thanksgiving, or is it a couple days before?
I think it says the 24th. He put all the information up on his Facebook. So yeah, the different what they're having and whatnots, and where you can make donations or anything like that too. So yeah, he's got that up on his Facebook.
I know that it's popular to take the unpopular guy and side with the winning side.
Right.
But people are a mixed bag. They bring good things and bad things to the table with each of them, which is why we have the elected official system. But and we don't want to be voting on everything every day. Like, there are things that they want to be voting on. No, we have the technology. We can do that now.
Here it's once a month you get a damn meeting in Aguilar. If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
And that gets tabled for another month. And then
Table it.
And then another month.
Table it.
I think we went through 4 months of watching everything get tabled and nothing get handled. Except for this last meeting.
Let's manage this.
Yeah, except for this last meeting. This last meeting, they finally got that water tap done that's been sitting on the freaking agenda forever and a day. But I still haven't seen Adam at any of the meetings. So I don't know what's going on with that. Do we know if he is actually retired?
Not Gail, I'm not sure, but Sluice Lawson, she's all right. You know?
If it's a public meeting, then you can be there. Right. Whether you can speak or not, I don't know.
Well, you can sign up to speak. I don't know exactly how
I got
that
resident
goes.
nowhere.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, even I could go up in there because I don't live there and sign up. So, I mean, I can sign up to speak on the town just because I know about what's going on in the town. You know what I'm saying? Or if I had a concern about something, I could do that as well. You have a right, regardless whether you're a citizen or a resident or whatever you want to call yourself in the town or not. You have the right to go there. It's a public meeting. They should have more.
What if we call ourselves the owner? You people is the owner of Aguilar. Straighten up your city, man. What the fuck?
Right.
The owner of Aguilar.
I'm sorry about my weeds around that city lot. I'll try and get that done.
Hey, they haven't went nowhere. They're waiting for you.
I don't understand how Aguilar has such a large staff that doesn't run a weed eater, and wildfires could happen anywhere.
I mean, it's like right in the foothills of the mountains, and it's like that perfect area where it's like right there for wildfire burns because it's very dry in that area. It doesn't get a lot of precipitation. So, I mean, it's green, but it's dry. So, it's weird.
Oh, this is not green now.
Oh, I bet it's not green now.
It's all very dry.
Right? I bet it's not green now, but Still, it's a
But
very
we have
weird
little
state.
danger of a lightning strike, right now. So not that much concern, but we could get that stuff mowed or something.
True.
I mean,
But
who's got a mower?
Right, but so could the residents of Aguilar. You all could get together one weekend and hit your town, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
like an hour, 2 hours of everybody hitting a certain spot and cleaning it up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Many hands make light work. And all it takes is a couple of people to come out and do it. Hey, I saw a bunch of fucking teenagers that were staring me down over by the town hall last time I was there. They looked pretty menacing, or like they didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Maybe they could lend their young arms into, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
throwing away some garbage, pulling some weeds, cutting
No.
some weeds.
No, they're probably good kids.
And I know, I'm just
Yeah.
busting their balls.
Yeah. It'd be good to
Yeah.
run a weed eater down there, maybe a tractor with the brush hog.
I'm
in
telling you,
places.
it wouldn't take much for like maybe 10 people to gather and get a lot done. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking go to that city lot where all the city vehicles are sitting there. You guys can get that done in 2 hours with 10 people. One guy cutting, one guy raking, another guy fucking chipping, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'm telling you, you guys could get that shit done in 2 hours. And it'd be done, and it'd be clean,
yeah.
and at least everybody pitched in to do it. It's a community service type thing. But nobody wants to do community service. Fuck that. Why should we put any time into our city? Hell, I live here in Phoenix. Do you know how much trash I pick up off the side of the road? It probably doesn't make a difference, considering as how there's like 500 other fucking pieces right in front of me. But,
Yeah.
at least I'm doing my part. And if everybody stepped in and at least picked up one piece of trash,
Yeah, if everybody
this
did
fucking
it,
city would look a whole lot better, bro.
I did some of that before.
Right?
So
It
hey,
doesn't-
hey,
it doesn't take
Nigel,
much.
Nigel, you want to go together? We can record it. We'll get kicked out together.
Am I volunteering?
It could be funny.
My
Yeah, that's what she's asking. Are you volunteering?
at Burns, I assumed that I would be setting up chairs and cleaning up. I just assumed I would be, but I don't know.
No, I think she means, are you volunteering to like step in and help clean up the town?
Oh yeah, I got a chainsaw.
See, many hands. Like
I got a couple of them.
He doesn't have to lift. All he's got to do is cut. You get one of the younger kids to lift. Train him right.
Oh man, I can do that heavy lifting too.
Too many weight on others.
Yeah.
Well, see, and that's the
Weight
point,
on
Benny.
others.
That's the whole point why we do stuff like this. It's to help
You
nudge
know-
people. Nudge. We can only do so much. Many hands make light work. I can bring the awareness. I can even pitch in and help if I'm there. I got no problem
You
doing
know-
community service and shit. But it takes the people that actually live there to do the work and make sure that the town survives and looks good. Can't just wait on the city to do it, because look at how the city's or the town's
Your
been
lawn
treating you.
tractor.
They're not catching any tickets for their weeds, but how many of you caught tickets for yours? And a lot of that I don't even consider weeds. Like I went walking through the town, and what looks like weeds is like natural plants that grow, and it looked like that's what they were going for, is like the natural, plant in their yard. Like, what the fuck does it matter if it's in your fence?
Well,
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But-
Like, I can understand a weed, an ugly ass weed, but these were like nice flowers, and it was buffalo grass, and the way that they had it all arranged, it looked nice. It didn't look like shit, didn't look like a bunch of weeds just randomly there. It looked nice. But
That's a good case for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, like, there's a lot of natural people out there that like their landscape natural and try to keep it as natural as possible. It might not look good to you, but it looks good to them. And if it's in their yard, what the fuck does it matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, outside the fence, cool. Easement, take care of it, make it look nice. Inside your fence,
Yeah.
that's your fucking property. You should be able to do with
Well,
it, make it look
nobody
like
owns
Pee-wee's
the
fucking
dicks that we
playhouse
know
if you
of.
want to.
Wait, I don't know.
So,
Yeah, they shouldn't be
exactly.
bothering people about their yard.
No, they shouldn't. I mean, especially if it looks decent. Like, I can understand if it was like a hoarder house and they had shit stacked up like the Empire State Building around there. Okay, cool. You need to clean up a little bit. You know, but if it's just landscape and you're bitching about landscape inside somebody's yard, let them do them. If the outside is kept clean and your street is clean, what the fuck does it matter? They
A
like
lot
their
of
yard
those
natural.
weeds are butterfly habitat.
Yeah. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it
Hummingbird
attracts.
stuff.
Well, and
Yeah.
what people don't realize is you take out those natural plants and you're taking away from what used to be the natural route. Now you're pushing them out. Why?
I
Because
know,
you
but I'm a
wanted that place.
gardener. Like, I'm a dirt farmer. So I like I like the gardening and the farming and growing my own food. So
See, I like this. I'm watching chat. Betty and Gail are about to get in here and fucking start doing some good shit for Aguilar. And you know, everybody else in Aguilar should be doing the same thing. Little bit helps. Doesn't have to be much. You don't have to break your back. You don't have to kill yourself. Little bit helps. And you know, I was actually quite surprised to see all of the vodka bottles and beer cans and whatnot, like the vodka pint bottles out by the little bridges. If you're the one that's doing it and you're watching, please, please take your vodka bottle and throw it away. Stop throwing it into the ditch. Stop hiding your drinking because it's probably not hidden. I don't care if it's vodka or not. It's probably not hidden. They just don't find it on you. So please stop trashing your community, throw it away, and then go home. At least have that decency. Because that's how you can help, is not littering, not throwing your garbage in the fucking ditch. Because all that gets spread down, it affects. You may not think, but it does. It affects. It doesn't just get buried. That's
That
what
big
landfills are
Robert
for.
coming through right there. You seen him?
Right?
Sneak a peek. You missed him.
I did.
look at
Go back and find him now.
I was preaching.
Yeah,
I have a couple.
yeah, he's
pieces
here.
of wood.
See? There you go. I appreciate that, Gail. I appreciate that, Betty. Much love, much power, respect. I greatly appreciate you guys stepping up and doing something.
So
As well as everybody else that does what they do, you know, that aren't acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? There are people out
That's
there
right.
that are taking the steps. There are. There's 10 of you.
Yeah. 10 of them. And
10 of you.
yeah, man.
Let's
And do
split
like
that to 20.
Walsenburg does.
Right?
Recall them all.
Exactly.
Recall them all.
Good
Recall them all.
citizen,
That's the new
I have
slogan,
to
I
go.
think.
My time limit is hit.
Yeah,
Are you
bro.
going to keep going or are we going
No,
to
I'm out of here, bro.
Okay.
I am out of here.
Everybody, have a wonderful day. I'm going to go spend some time with the wife and the daughter. You guys go spend some time in your communities and have some fun. Clean it up. do whatever. It doesn't matter. Just go out in your community. If you pick up just one piece of trash, you did something that day. You did something that day.
Yeah. We
All right,
got the sun
everybody.
shining here.
Right.
All right, guys. Later.
Later.